Thank you very much, Yuki. So at the outset, I'd like to thank the co-organizers of the IRP Forum, the Cabinet Office of Japan, the Prefecture of Hyogo. I'd like to also thank the keynote speakers, the panelists, and the moderators, and also everybody who has been participating to this very important forum. This IRP forum has a very long history, and every year it has tackled very important issues. But I can say really that it has never been as important as this year when the whole world is struggling with COVID plus. It has been indeed a very rich forum, lots of experiences and lessons learned, and we have a lot of takeaways. This is a global crisis, and as in all crises, it is affecting everybody. But we have learned from many of you today that, again, the most vulnerable people are affected most. And there have been many concrete examples around this from the global south as well as the global north, from central governments and subnational governments. This is not your normal crisis. The analogy that this is like drought, a slow onset disaster with impact rolling in, was very frightening and real. This is a compounded disaster. Many countries have been experiencing COVID, and while struggling with COVID, with so many other natural disasters, hazards. The systemic nature of risk of the contemporary time that we live in, this COVID-19 is a textbook example. And the fluid nature of crisis is something that we have to keep in mind because, yes, it is not a linear trajectory of improvement that we will see because we are still in the crisis and response is continuing in many, many countries. But at the same time, we need to recover. We need to build back better in a way that we can become more resilient, greener, and more equitable. And as many of you have always also said, recovery has to be accelerated in order to minimize the loss. And importantly, this may not be, unfortunately, the last world pandemic that we are going to experience, and climate change is not going anywhere. So in short, we have to change this challenge into an opportunity, and we need to reach at the end of the tunnel a resilient, green, equitable society. And we are going to be in this together. Now, one last message is that the Secretary General has emphasized time and again that there is a lack of solidarity when we are dealing with this crisis. The cities, yes, as we have heard from our panelists, are united, but it cannot be the same. We cannot say the same thing for the countries. Right now, the distribution of the vaccine is crucial for us to reach the real phase of recovery. But here, again, we need to see much more solidarity. So let us really get through this challenge together. And the notion of helping each other, which comes out from Japan, it is a wonderful notion, not only public support, not only supporting yourself, but supporting each other. This has to be adopted. This has to be implemented in the international society as well. We need to help each other. So I would like to close by saying that the importance of IRP, where we can all come together and share our experience and our knowledge, is becoming increasingly important. And I look forward to seeing more of helping each other. Thank you very much.